back to our Shitting and Recruiting series, where we bring you our expert knowledge and advice in the field to answer your questions. Now today we're going to cover counter offers. What are counter offers? When should you accept one? When should you decline one? And what are some key questions that you should ask yourself when considering a counter offer? In a nutshell, counter offers are essentially you have accepted a new position elsewhere and your current company tries to rival that offer in an attempt to keep you. The simple aim of a counter offer is to get you to decline the offer with a new employer and stay in your role. Now, as our market gets tighter and tighter, we're seeing low employment rates and super hard to find talent. And we are seeing counter offers fly through the roof as employers are willing to do much more to keep their talent. It's kind of like that song goes, you don't know what you got till it's gone. If it ain't paradise, put in a counter offer. Essentially, managers have realized that if they lose you, their workload and productivity will suffer. Now, there are a wealth of stats out there which tell you why you shouldn't take up a counter offer, or at the very least why you should consider them with caution. Seek actually released stats that up to 70% of people who have accepted counter offers within a year have left that position. So why is that such a high stat? Well, we like to say it's because employers will roll out the red carpet to get you to stay in this position. Now, it's not all in bad faith. And while a higher salary or extra benefits might seem like an attractive idea, it really doesn't uncover the real reason why you were wanting to leave in the first place. Now, we actually ran a poll with our connections. For those who had accepted a counteroffer in the last 2 years, 20% had reported that they were still waiting on the promotion or the promise, and almost 50% were now looking for new roles. Don't get me wrong, there are times when counteroffers can work. 23% of our poll respondents actually reported that they had accepted the counteroffer and it was all going great. If you're looking for material things such as a higher pay, a different role title, or increased benefits, then sure, go for gold. Counter offers usually tend to work in that scenario. However, if you are motivated to leave for non-material reasons such as an unmanageable workload, toxic work environment, unsupported management and leadership, it's unlikely that a dollar figure and the red carpet treatment is going to solve those issues, or at the very least, they might be temporarily resolved. So we've put together 4 questions that you need to ask yourself when you are faced with a counter offer. Number 1, is there capacity or the financial resources to help the workload and make it more manageable? So this is things like hire new people, new supervisors, additional supervisors. What about your career development and progression? Number 2, how is your work environment going to change? Now, you must remember that your employer now knows that you were willing to leave the company. In their eyes, your loyalty to the company has been compromised. So you need to think about, will the morale be affected? What about support from your line managers? Is this going to improve? Number 3, what are the projects in the pipeline, or are there projects in the pipeline that are going to satisfy your drive and career growth and development? What kind of projects are you looking to work on, and is this the organization that can fulfill that drive for projects? And number 4, last but not least, you need to ask the question, is this counteroffer and this red carpet treatment about really investing in you and your career development? Or have you been offered this counteroffer because they cannot afford to lose you and they won't be able to find a replacement? Now, if you ask yourselves these 4 questions and really consider why it is you wanted to move in the first place, you're really going to be able to make a more informed decision on whether the counteroffer will work for you or whether it's time to go. That's a wrap on this Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Thank you to everyone who commented and asked their questions for advice. If you have questions that you want answered, don't forget to comment on our fortnightly Tips and Tricks Tuesday post on LinkedIn. Head over and follow us on Peopleconnexion Australia, or if you're in Papua New Guinea, Peopleconnexion PNG. Thanks again, and we'll see you next Tuesday.